started to plummet with a velocity and intensity never seen before. It shed 5% of its value in 4 minutes. It looked like a steep cliff. The S&P 500 and its individual shares started falling. It was unbelievable. More panic emerged. At 1:45, the trading had paused, and the markets had fallen so deep that the automatic pause system had kicked in, and for 5 long minutes, trading froze. After the pause, markets climbed back at record rates, way faster than humanly possible. Selling on the way down, and all of a sudden it just stopped on a dime. All of a sudden here we started hearing screaming, buy. Governments and lawmakers got to work to uncover what happened. If you read the Wall Street headlines, it was the quant trading firms, a glitch that wiped trillions. By summer 2012, Nav had finally managed to improve his algo further, to the point of all his desired features. He found himself a new broker, RJ O'Brien, since his last one had gone bankrupt. Over the years, Mr. Jesus had continued sending Nav updates of his money and had even set up offshore accounts for him. They also presented him numerous business investment opportunities, like new up-and-coming gaming companies in which he could invest. While he continued trading, the regulators were on his trail. They deducted from a recreation of the flash crash that there was a high-ticket player spoofing large volume sizes at MFM trading. On April 21st, 2015, in a joint operation between US and UK police forces, they arrested Nav. His life started collapsing. The tax pressures, the managing of business investments, and the offshore accounts, it had all become too complicated. It wasn't trading anymore. In prison, Nav's autistic character suffered. He struggled to maintain his mental health. When his new cellmate tried to hang himself, as Nav screamed for guards while holding up his legs, Nav broke. As his lawyers struggled to get $5 million in bail from his offshore accounts, they realized Nav was in deep trouble. His business partner, Jesus, wasn't a genius money manager at all. He had been running a pyramid scheme, paying old investors their insane returns using new investor money. Because the entire pyramid scheme was offshore, it was impossible to get his money back. Nav had lost everything. Before sentence, Nav asked to say a few final words. I spent 36 years trying to find happiness on a path built on a lie. I did things society said will give you happiness, and when they didn't, I didn't know where to look. Eric Aldrich put out a paper analysis on the flash crash and the S&P 500 E-mini trading data millisecond by millisecond. From his paper, he concluded that Nav at most had impacted the fall by 0.324 basis points. The free Nav became a popular tag for day traders on Twitter. It became clear that Nav had become somewhat of a scapegoat, taking the fall for much larger quant firms who also played an undeniable role in the flash crash. Amongst day traders to this day, many view Nav as a legendary trader who started with nothing and became one of the biggest traders on the markets, all in the comfort of his own bedroom. Thank you guys for watching, and tune in next time for another day trading legend.
An idea is like an asshole. Everyone has one. Okay, ideas don't mean anything.
This guy is known as the Indian Warren Buffett. He's billionaire investor Monish Pabrai. And last month, I went to his house and asked him to teach me everything he knows about investing. How did you make your money?
After taxes, after everything, I got $1 million. And I, for the first time, had money in the bank. That million became worth 13 million. And I said, wow, well done, Monish. And it's like a 70% a year compounded.
How the hell were you getting these returns?
I'm always looking at what is hated and unloved. But the key to moving the needle is inactivity.
I've met and become friends with Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett.
Good afternoon, Mr. Buffett, and good afternoon, Mr. Munger. My name is Monish Pabrai.
How does that happen?
It shouldn't happen. When I look at a CEO, I always try to find out did they run a lemonade stand when they were 12? Because if they didn't run the lemonade stand when they were 12, they're not going to be that great at business at 30. How stupid can you be? If you know the big picture, you can change the big picture. The most important thing in life is,
Are you a fan of Bitcoin? Are you a believer?
if you put a gun to my head, I would say
What do you think about Elon Musk?
Elon is not human.
If I said, what's the number one trait that makes a great investor, what comes to mind? All right, welcome. Good morning. Great to be here, Sean. You are a great investor, but you started as a businessman. I'm a businessman trying to become a great investor. How do those two relate?